जय जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ISKCON BBT फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंदों की जय। जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जय श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन जी ललिता विशाखा देवी की जय। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम जी गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। जय श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। भक्त प्रवर श्रील प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। जय भक्ति प्रदायिनी श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namang Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschatya Desho Tarine Vande aham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Nitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Scham Yasvanuhabam Akhila Sruti Saramekam Adhyatmadipam Matititirshatan Tamandham Samsarinam Karunayaya Puranagaiham Tang Vaishashunumupayami Gurum Muninam Mande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shahodito Gaurodai Pushpavanto Chitro Shando Tamonudo Avatirno Sakarunno Parichanno Sadishvaro Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Daurataro Hajem Ajanulambita Bhujau Kanakavanato Sankirtanaikapitaro Kamalayataksho Vishambharo Dijavaro Yugadharmapalo Bande Yagat Priyakaro Karuna Bataro He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dino Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namastute Jayatang Surato Pangor Moma Mandamatir Gatir Matsarabhusha Padam Bhujo Radha Madonna Mohano Vidagda Gopa Vilasini Nang Sambhoga Chinnham Krita Sarvagatram Povitramamnaya Giramagammyam Brahma Prapadde Navonita Choram Udgayati Namarabindalochonam Brajangananang Divamasprishadhonihi Dayascha nirmantana shabdamisrito nirashyate yena dishama mangalam. Tapta kanchana gaurangi radhe vrindavaneshwari Vrishovanu shute devi pranamami hari priye Vrindavai tulasi devyavai priyavai keshavasya cha Vishnu bhakti prade devi shatavatai namo namaha Vancha kalpo tarubhyascha kripa sindhubha evacha Patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadasya yatanyayaditarataschartisvaviggasarattene brahmaridaya yadikavaye muhyanti yat surayam tejo vadi mridang yatavinamayo yatroti shargam risham Namnasmino shada nirastakuhakam sattam parang dhimahi Narayanang namaskritta naranchaiva narottamam deving saraswating vyasang tato jayam udirayate mukhaṁ karati vachalang pangulangayate girim Yat kripa tamahang bande paramananda madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Sri Gurudina Idang Bhagavatam Namu Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttama Sloka Choditam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi Nishriyo Shaya Lokasya Nannang Sasya Anang Mahat Nashta Prayasya Vadresha Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloka Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtikhi Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 5 Chapter 16 The chapter entitled A Description of Jambudeep Text 23, and since we don't have purport for 23, we'll also read through 24. So first, which one was on the board? 24 is on the board, so I'll just read myself, and it is in a prose form, so there will be no congregation chanting, just we'll do the, I'll read it through and then we'll go translation and purport together. Ya yupayunjananam mukonirvasito vayuhu samantachat jojanam onubasayati. Ya, which those flows of honey, he indeed upo yunjananam, of those who drink, mukho nirvashitaha vayuhu, the air emanating from the mouths, shamantat, all around, shato jojanam, up to 100 yojanas, onu bashayati, makes sweetly flavored. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. The air carrying the saint from the mouths of those who drink that honey perfumes the land for 100 journeys round. Text 24. Evam kumudo nirudho ya satavalsho namo batastasyo skandhebhyo nichi naha payo dudhi modhu grita gora nadyambara shaya sana bharanadyaha dayaha sarva evo kamo dugha nadaha komudagrat patantostam uttarene lavritam upo yoyayanti. Synonyms, translation, purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Evam das kumuda nirudaha, having grown on Kumuda mountain, yaha, that shato balshaho namo, the tree named Shatobalsha, because of having hundreds of trunks. Bataha, a banyan tree. Tasha, of it. Jai Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan Ji, Lalita Vishaka Devi, Sri Sri Krishna Balaram Ji, Giriraj Govardhan, Sri Nishingadev Bhagavan Sri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Tasha, of it, Skandhebhyaha, from the thick branches, Nichinaha, flowing down, Payaha, milk, Dodhi, yogurt, Modhu, honey, Grito, clarified butter, Goda, molasses, Anna, food grains, Adi, and so on, Ambara, clothing, Saya, bedding, Ashana, sitting places, Abharana Adayaha, carrying ornaments and so on, Sharve, everything, Eva, certainly, Kamadugaha, fulfilling all desires, Nadaha, big rivers, Kumudo Angrat, from the top of Kumuda mountain, Patantaha, flowing, Tam, to, Abrita, Varsha, oh, let's see. What is that? Okay. Tam, to Abrita Varsha. Is saying that is to Abrita Varsha. I just mixed up his English and Sanskrit. Upo yoyayanti, give happiness. Translation. Similarly, on Kumuda mountain, there is a great banyan tree which is called Shatobalsha because it has 100 main branches. From those branches come many roots from which many rivers are flowing. These rivers flow down from the top of the mountain to the northern side of Ilabrita Barsha for the benefit of those who live there. Because of these flowing rivers, all the people have ample supplies of milk, yogurt, honey, clarified butter or ghee, molasses, food grains, clothes, bedding, sitting places and ornaments. All the objects they desire are sufficiently supplied for their prosperity, and therefore they are very happy. Please repeat after me. Similarly, on Kumuda mountain, There is a great banyan tree which is called Shato Balsha because it has 100 main branches. From those branches come many roots from which many rivers are flowing. These rivers flow down from the top of the mountain to the northern side of Ilabrito Barsha for the benefit of those who live there. Because of these flowing rivers, all the people have ample supplies of milk, yogurt, honey, clarified butter or ghee, molasses, food grains, clothes, bedding, sitting places, and ornaments. All the objects they desire are sufficiently supplied for their prosperity, and therefore they are very happy. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. The prosperity of humanity does not depend on a demonic civilization that has no culture and no knowledge but has only gigantic skyscrapers and huge automobiles always rushing down the highways. The products of nature are sufficient when there is a profuse supply of milk, yogurt, honey, food grains, ghee, molasses, dhotis, saris, bedding, sitting places, and ornaments. The residents are actually opulent. When a profuse supply of water from the river inundates the land, all these things can be produced and there will not be scarcity. This all depends, however, on the performance of sacrifice as described in the Vedic literature Annad Bhavati Bhutani, Parjannad Anna Sambhava, Jagyat Bhavanti Parjanno, Jagnaha Karmo Samudbhavaha. All living bodies subsist on food grains which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna or sacrifice, and yanga is born of prescribed duties. These are the prescriptions given in Bhagavat Gita 3:14. If people follow these principles in full Krishna consciousness, human society will be prosperous and they will be happy both in this life and in the next. So nice. So, Srila Prabhupada, in explanation of this of this sloka 24 of Canto 5, 16, chapter 16, where it describes the island called Jambudip. Jambudip, let's first find out where Jambudip is, where Jambudip locates. Jambudip is, first of all, there is planetary system called Bhulok, which is considered to be or compared to a lotus. And this Bhulaka, on the whole of that lotus, there are 7 planetary systems, 7 planets or deeps. And the very middle one, 4th one, is Jambudip. And on that Jambudip, there is a mountain called Shumeru. And Prabhupada explains, or also it is explained in this very chapter, that that very Shumeru mountain is built up gold. whole mountain is made of gold. And that the dimension of that Sumeru mountain is, total height is 84,000 yojanas, and its yojana is equal to 8 miles. So 84,000 times 8, that is the height of Sumeru mountain, of which 16,000 miles are down like below the earth, and the bottom of the mountain is 16,000 yojanas, and the summit, the top, is 32,000 yojanas. So here it's a little bit unusual. Generally, the conception of mountain that we have is what? Generally it is wide at the bottom, and it goes gradually, and at the top it's almost like pointed. That's how the mountains are here, in this planet. And of course they are not made of gold, they are all made of rocks. and that is why that is happening. It is rocks. Of course, let me finish this part. That is the location of Jambudip. That's the subject matter of this chapter, the description of Jambudip. And on that Jambudip there is this mountain Sumeru, and this mountain is actually helping the whole earth planet to stay on. It is the supporting. So it has lot of kind of important function. So most probably Krishna's creation is very, very, is perfect. So probably because of that, it is made in such a way that it can hold. But if it was pointed on the top, it couldn't hold the whole planet. But because it's wide on top, so it can hold the planet. So that's one aspect. Then it says here about the topics of this particular translation of sloka is Vaushal mountain, Shatavalsha mountain. Shatavalsha mountain, where is that located? So around Sumeru there are many other mountains, and they have various names. I think about 24 big mountains, and each of them are 10,000 yojanas wide, and 10,000 like wide and breadth, and 10,000 yojanas high. So, and there are about, I think, 24 mountains all around. They have different names: Nishad, Himaban, Himakut, this Shatavalsha. And so these are the mountains, and from that Shatavalsha mountains, what the translation, the sloka describes, and Srila Prabhupada goes on explaining that it has 100 mountains. And another aspect, of course, Sumeru mountain is that on the top of that also Brahmapuri, the resident of Lord Brahma. And that Brahmapuri's dimension is also 10,000 by 10,000 yojanas. And around Brahmapuri there are 7 other deepas, there are other islands. And those are the islands of 7 demigods, prime demigods, including Indra. And they are actually 100 of Brahmapuris. Like if you divide Brahmapuri in 100 parts, one of these is one of those planets. So these are the descriptions given there. And this Shatavalsha mountain, it is called Shatavalsha because it has 100 trunks. And each trunks also have several roots. And from those roots, several rivers are flowing. What a gigantic, and this is just one planet in one universe. And it's considered to be the smallest universe. And there are universes of, where 100-headed Brahmas, 10,000-headed Brahmas, 100,000-headed Brahmas are, managing those planets. So it's huge. So this is just one small planet of one small Brahma universe. So from the root of this Shatavalsha tree, there's so many rivers are flowing, and those rivers are carrying what? Carrying milk, yogurt, honey, pure water, distilled water, natural distilled waters. And also because of these, and those rivers are inundating the lands from time to time. As a result, those lands become very, very healthy, very fertile, and it produces lots of grains and fruits and lots of foodstuffs. So Prabhupada is explaining in the purport, the rivers are flowing, supplying all the milk, all the yogurt and honey. And of course honey is also produced from the tree, because all these bees, they take the pollens from the flowers and they go and they make their own nest called honey, what is that, bee hives, and then they produces their food stuff. So all these things. So and the root cause of all this happening is what? The root cause is performing sacrifice, jnana. That is the ultimate point. These are all. Now another thing I would like to explain. Now Maharaj Parikshit has only 7 days about to leave his body, and his whole consciousness was enamored from his very childhood. Because of his good fortune, he had wonderful guardians like Yudhishthir Maharaj and Mother Draupadi, Mother Kunti, and Mother and Arjuna and Bhima. They are all pure devotees of the Lord. And he got the right training. And because of that, he was fully Krishna conscious. His whole consciousness, even in his childhood, he used to play with Krishna conscious toys. He used to worship Krishna. And that's a very nice description there. He used to worship Krishna and used to bathe them and offering food stuff. And he had no scarcity because he was the prince, only one prince of such a huge, royal family. And you can imagine what kind of, supply he would get for his, playing stuff. And those are all Krishna conscious stuff. So he was already Krishna conscious, and he came to become more Krishna conscious. Like he wouldn't leave any space without being Krishna conscious, which is not Krishna conscious. So he took shelter of the lotus feet of Parikshit Maharaj. Now why Parikshit Maharaj is going all through his description, through all these descriptions? What was the need? Only 7 days left and so much to describe. The reason is, this is not so much for Parikshit Maharaj, because Parikshit Maharaj, Shukadev Goswami, he thought that Parikshit Maharaj is going back to home, back to Godhead, to Krishna, to serve him eternally. So he is not going to really stay here. What the nectar I am living with him, he is not going to distribute it, because he is not going to get a chance. He is going back to home, back to Godhead. Now, somebody has to carry. So Shuta Goswami was there and he carried that tradition, that very culture, that very lesson, teachings. Now, Shukadev Goswami thought Parikshit Maharaj is not going to get stuck anywhere on the way, because he is completely absorbed in Krishna. Tasmad ekena manosha, Bhagavan Sattvatapati. He is serving the Lord with one point attention, that serving the Lord Hari, pleasing him, is the ultimate goal of life. Tasmad ekena manosha, Bhagavan Sattvatapati. The Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is served by the Shat-tattvas, the Paramahanshas. Shukadev Goswami, Shuto Goswami, all the Paramahanshas, they are absorbed with Satabbo Ketetabbasya Smartabbo Pujyasya Nityada. Always they are absorbed, serving that Lord through their meditation, through worshipping, by chanting, glorifying his divine pastimes or his holy name, and also listening them. So they are absorbed. Though those Paramahanshas, they are serving this Supreme Personality of Godhead. So for Parikshit Maharaj, wasn't not at all possible to get stuck anywhere, being attracted by anything, because he already enjoyed everything. Plus, he didn't enjoy bluntly, foolishly. He enjoyed very meaningful, in a very meaningful way, using everything in the service of the Lord, and then he enjoyed. Jai Sri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Sri Krishna Balaram Ji ki Jai, Sri Radha Madan Mohan Ji, Lalita Vishaka Devi ki Jai, Sri Nrsimha Dev Bhagavan ki Jai. So, but what Shukadev Goswami considered, I am leaving these very important lessons for the rest of the world. So when they prepare themselves and when they are ready to go back home, back to Godhead, on the way there will be various obstacles. And what are those obstacles? Those are the objects of sense gratification. You can see how attractive anybody can, and this is nothing. This is just the requirements of the body. But there are so many other things there. It says that when the souls passes through the 8 coverings of the universe, each covering is a planet, huge planet, and there is celestial arrangement of sense enjoyment. And there is beautiful damsels who will be inviting you, attracting you, or the soul, attracting soul, please come and let us serve you. And if somebody is, attracted, then his whole sadhana is baffled, is gone. Again, he will enjoy there for several millions of years. He will kshine punya marto loke vishanti. He will come down again when all the piety is over, done. So Shukadev Goswami is training us, or bringing us this very knowledge to our person or to our intelligence. He is trying to get them into our consciousness so that we are aware of this celestial enjoyment. And we know they are on the way. So what they do, they just, have you seen how the horses they have these things covering so that they cannot see anything. They just one pointed, they can run, otherwise they go crazy, and anything they see on their way, they can't concentrate. So we have to be one pointed. We only see Krishna. Like Arjuna saw only the eyes of the bird. Others saw so many things. Others saw rivers and trees and fruits and flowers and people around. But Arjuna saw only one. Those who are determined like that, they only can attain the lotus feet of the Lord. That's why Rukadev Goswami purposely mentioned this very word, Tasmad ekena manosha. Serving the Supreme Lord is one-pointed attention. With one-pointed attention, unless and until we get to that stage, we don't succeed. We cannot become successful in our attempt. So it is very, very big challenge. Being in the realm of Maya and being one-pointed, and while so many other attractions are there, allurements, and then we are for so many years we have enjoyed our senses, and that left very bad impression in our heart, in our consciousness. That's why that very sloka Rupa Goswami has mentioned, Kama dinang kotina kadita palita durnidesha. That life after life after life after life we have served these senses, Kam Adi, lust, etc. All the vices headed by lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness. And it's not easy to go away. It's there in our consciousness. Those impressions are there. So as soon as there is some allurement, we are distracted. We are finished. So sometimes I just sit and think, So most probably that's why we are called Nityabadhas. How many lifetimes we have made this endeavor? And somehow we got stuck. Heavenly planet, some planetary system we are going through on the way to Godhead, we got stuck. Again came back. So that's why we never make it. It's pity. Very painful. Very painful. So most probably that is why we are called Nityabadhas, that we never make it. Now, one may raise the question, that means Krishna will never arrange for us to go away? No, it's there. That's why in Krishna Karnamrita, Srila Bilvamangal Thakur Lila Ashok has composed a very nice sloka, recited a very nice sloka. He said, Bhakti stai stiratara bhagavat jadi syad daivena na phalati divya kishara murtihi muktihi shayam mukulitanjali shivati ashman dharmartha kamam gataya. Dharmartha kama gataya. There is one word missing, I think. Prabhu, mone ache? Dharmartha kama gataya. Samaya pratiksha. Dharmartha kama gataya samaya pratiksha. That one who is situated on the plane of pure devotion, where there is no tinge of any other thing, not even karma of prescribed devotees of the scripture, not even knowledge, not even yoga, nothing is there. Everything is nullified, everything is useless for him. Only pure devotion, free from any kind of other desires. What to talk about sensual enjoyment, even which is considered to be very, very exalted knowledge of the scripture, the process of yoga practice and karma, fruitive activities, though
but it is according to the prescribed duties. It is karma, karma, prescribed duties, not vikarma, which generally people are accustomed to do in this age. All they do is vikarma, prohibited karmas. But in those karmas are very exalted karmas. They follow every single thing in total given in the scripture. So that is very exalted. But still that binds one within the resultant karma. That's why Krishna warns us, Jagyatat karmanatra, lokayam karma bandhana. Everything you do for the satisfaction of the Lord. Otherwise, you get bound. So, Billamangal Thakur is saying that Prabhu, Bhakti stai sthiratara bhagavad jati syad daivena na phalati divya kisharamurti. Prabhu, if I can get firmly situated on the plane of your pure devotion, when nothing else is there but pure desire to serve you, and where I get your divine youth form, the form of that Vrindavan form in my heart firmly and never get distracted, Dibba Kishara Murti, that divine youth form of your youthful form, if I can establish that in my heart, then how I'm going to get distracted? Who can be distracted from that beautiful form? Even Kamadev, Cupid, he became overwhelmed when he's so beautiful, and who actually enchants the whole creation. He himself got enchanted by Krishna's beauty. So, if Krishna's beauty is compared to 10 million sums of 10 millions of cupids, Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya, Vishesha Shobham, his beauty is so special, it is addition of 10 millions of cupids. One cupid enchants the whole universe. And Krishna's beauty is compared to 10 millions of cupids together. So once one is attracted to that beauty, how he can be attracted by the damsels of heaven? How can he be attracted by the any other sensual enjoyment in the higher planetary system? That's why Billamangal Thakur reminded us that, Prabhu, if I am attracted to that beauty, how I am going to be distracted? How you can take it away from my heart? Because it is there. I am not going to be attracted by anything else. So, if I am situated on that very position, even when the personification of liberation, my mukti, she comes with folded hands, asking for some service, I don't bother. I don't even look at her. But she ardently prays for some service. And what to talk, if that is the condition of the personification of mukti, then what to talk about the personification of kam, lusty desires, or artha, the personification who provides all the sensual, all the commodities for sense enjoyment, and sense enjoyment itself. So they will all wait, Shomaya Pratiksha, for my approval to give me some service. And is Krishna's devotee takes any service from anybody, such personifications from the higher planetary systems? What they do? What do they do? All they do, use them in Krishna's service. And Prabhupada is the living example. Prabhupada had everything that one aspired or desired to have in this planetary system. He had everything. He had every single amenities, all the modern amenities within his range, within his palm. And what he did? He didn't enjoy a single, nothing. He even stopped eating. I remember once I was talking to Prabhupada's personal servant. What was his name? Sutakirti Prabhu. And Sutakirti Prabhu was saying once Prabhupada was one devotee, businessman, he invited Prabhupada to his store. They always want the Mahatmas to go. And he was the dealer of Rolex watch. Rolex was the best watch in the world. And he told Prabhupada, you choose anything. You just choose and take it. I beg you. And Prabhupada said, what I'm going to do? I'm an 18 years old man. You keep it. Rather, if you can, give as much money as you can to you. So everything was under Srila Prabhupada's palm. There was nothing that Prabhupada could not enjoy. But Prabhupada hardly, pay any heed. He had no interest. He had no interest like Parikshit Maharaj. He was ready to go. How many times Prabhupada wanted to leave the planet? And how many times devotees begged him, please stay Prabhupada, we are like orphans without your presence. We don't know nothing in this, in the about spiritual life. So that's why Pillai Mangal Thakur said, nothing can distract one when one is firmly situated on the path of devotion, pure devotion. Tasmat ekena manosh. So Shukadev Goswami, he is training us or making us aware of all these happenings, all these things. That is very attractive, but ultimately, what? Subject to diminish, subject to destruction. It will all go away. It's all illusion. So that's why we have to be trained. We have to be trained from very beginning, and from now on we should take, that's one of the 8 determinations, which is called Shotta Sankalpa, that one should be determined, one should take the vow within his mind that I am not going to think about this thing anymore, or I am not going to talk about this anymore. This is called Shotta Sankalpa. And he is going to stick to that principle, that vow, rest of his life. So we should take vow like that I am not going to think anything but Krishna, and I am not going to chant anything but Krishna's name. That's why actually it is advised to always chant even without off the beats. Whatever you can chant, increase your rounds, that's very good. But off the beats also, that's also another art of chanting. That way what happens, that within your breathing process, this chanting goes on constantly. And Krishna forbids, it so happen for some reason we go into coma at the last moment. Since we have that practice, we are accustomed to that, always chanting within, that chanting will go on. And nobody can stop in this creation our voice to the holy abode, the eternal abode of the Lord. So these are all art. This Krishna Bhakti is an art, the topmost art. And that's why all these great personalities, all these sadhakas, sattvatas, paramahamsas, they left all these wonderful teachings. Shukadev Goswami, Shuta Goswami, all the rishis in Naimisharanyas, Leela Shuk, Pillai Mangal Thakur, and all the acharyas in our life, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, they left such wonderful examples for us. It's not at all difficult. That's why, and Srila Prabhupada explained in this purport, that also that here it says, what is that? The last line of the, all the objects they desire are sufficiently supplied for their prosperity, and therefore they are very happy. So what happens? We prepare ourselves for our eternal enjoyment. But while we're here, we can also enjoy. That's why you will see when the devotees take shelter of Lord's lotus feet, they don't actually lack anything. They get ample of foods and opulent foods. And they get every single requirements, even though they are not attached. And where does this detachment come from? Parangdishtva nivartate. When you are attracted to something very, very some exalted, something very, very superior, like cannot be compared within this material realm, anything within this material realm. Are you going to be attracted to anything in this material world? When we read so much about Krishna's beauty and Krishna's wonderful pastimes, how and those are actually awaiting. They are there for us only. We are going to go and enjoy them. We are going to enjoy Krishna's beauty. We are going to enjoy Krishna's pastimes. So when they are there waiting for us, how we can delay our advancement or delay our to reach the destination? So we should be very eager and very, very passionate. And that passion, how we can utilize them, that Srila Prabhupada is answering this purport, that utilize every single thing in Krishna's service. And that is Joggo's karma samudbhava. And also in I think this in third chapter it says that, where it says that Purovacho Prajapatihi Prajasrishta Purovacho Surjat, when Lord created this material world, and He reminded us, Shaho Jogga, that I am sending you, He sent all the men and demigods, and He reminded us that I am sending you with all these amenities, all these requirements. Please engage them in the service of the Jagya Purush, the personification of sacrifice, who is Krishna himself, Vishnu, and you enjoy. And with the aim in your mind that you are coming back to me. So how many different ways He guided us? He provided us all the necessities, and He is reminding us continuously, banging, time and time again. But still, due to our misfortune. Why? Because we haven't developed the real ardency. And Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur has given very good example that how that kind of ardency will grow. That when we will not think anything but Krishna, and when we will be crazy about going back to Krishna. And he gave the comparison of mother's little baby becoming like, when he feels within his little consciousness, he feels that he is crying for a long time and mother is not paying any attention, and he feels that mother is not going to come. And within that limited, consciousness, he feels kind of some kind of big vacuum, that my mother has gone forever. She is not going to come. And with that, and at that point, the way he cries, the way he expresses his feelings, Bhakti Saraswati Thakur is saying that we have to cry for Krishna with that kind of intensity. And then only Krishna will respond. And which is not very difficult, and with the help of all these different examples set up by the previous acharyas and all this great explanation in the scripture, we can easily prepare us to go back home, back to Godhead. And that's why Srila Shukadev Goswami has, despite with there's such a short time, and Parikshit Maharaj's time is getting closer, he still described this for us only. So that when on our way to the spiritual world, we see all these things, these are going to be in our subconsciousness. These are not going to go away. Now we are reading, hearing, and it is going to be there. So when we make our journey, this will help. So this is the another aspect of Sadhu Sangha and hearing and chanting. Every single thing you do, it stays there. As I was going to, I was mentioning about how the bad habits remains. So both bad and good are there. But through the practice of Krishna consciousness, bad habits will go away. That's why in that very sloka it says, Kamadinam Katitaganas, at the end it says, Stamayataha Sharanam Avaham Mang Nijunja Sudasbe. That he is praying to the sadhaka, praying to the Lord, that, oh my Lord, recently I have developed some good intelligence. Samtatang labda buddhya stamayataha sharanam abhayam. Hey Prabhu, oh my Lord, I am taking shelter of your lotus feet. Please engage me in your service. Mang nijundas budashe. So when we hear, read, and discuss among ourselves, these remain in our consciousness. So on the way to back to home, back to Godhead, these things will help. And of course, we are going to practice, we are going to think of Krishna, we are going to put everything into practice, and gradually will be, hopefully by the time we leave, will not be at all attracted. And another quality that Srila Prabhupada mentioned, to leave this country, to become free from the bondage of this material realm, that one has to become completely disgusted of this world. I hate this place. Of course, devotees, though, don't use that word hate, but the feelings will be like that. I can't handle anything here. I can't relate to anything. So Prabhupada said that is one of the qualifications, that one should become hatred, that I don't really like this place. And Prabhupada often mentioned this is just like a toilet. Who wants to spend time in the toilet? So hopefully, and above all, we have to be completely surrendered to Krishna. That Prabhu, please help me. Please, please, please. Always begging him. Because Krishna is always with us. He is accompanying all the time. He is so merciful. So we have to always converse with him. Always talk to him. He is always there. We are never alone. Even in the midst of nowhere, he is with us. He is so merciful. So whenever we talk to him, and he's all around, there is not a single atom or molecule is without his presence. So if we talk to him, he's hearing, he's listening. And if he recognizes our sincere endeavor, that Prabhu, yes, he really wants to leave this place. He can't handle it anymore. He really wants to, so he knows everything. And we always beg, with great sincerity, please Prabhu, help me not to be attracted or distracted by all your illusion. Please help me. I am completely helpless. I am taking up your shelter, your lotus feet, and you help me. And Krishna will provide. And also Krishna's devotee, we should beg him.
Srila Bhaktivinoda in Monoshiksha, Raghunath Das Goswami,
he advised that when you are in trouble, your senses are, kind of causing disturbance during your sadhana, beg. বক্ষত্রু সেনাগরে যাতে করে কৃপা করে নিজ জনে যাতে করেন উদ্ধার তোমায় মন তুমি বাক্য ধরো মোর এই ছয় বাটপার অতিশয় দুনির্বার যখন ঘেরিয়া করে জোর আর কিছু না বলিয়া বৈষ্ণবেরও নাম লইয়া ফুকারিয়া ডাকর উচ্চরায় বক্ষত্রু সেনাগণে কৃপা করে নিজ জনে যাতে করেন উদ্ধার তোমায় when we sit down to chant our rounds or read shastra or doing any kind of devotional service, performing, so many different things come to our mind and distract us. And at that point, we simply cry out, for our real friends, our ever well wishers, Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, please Prabhus, please Gurudevs, please help me. I can't concentrate in my sadhana. I can't think of Krishna. My mind is very disturbed. Please help me. And you will see the result right away. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Bhakshotru Shenagare, the killer of the Baka demon, means Krishna. And his Senagan, his soldiers, means Vaishnavas. When you take shelter of them, they provide all the necessary strength, and through which you perform your sadhana very nicely without any disturbance. That's how we prepare, and these are all the preparations. So this description of Jambudeep or anything, this may not have direct, involvement, but these have a lot of effects, good effects, which actually help us on our journey to the spiritual world. I must stop it here. I'm so sorry but still, if you are willing, I can take questions. But it's 9 o'clock because these are so many things to describe, and they are interrelated, and they all come on the way. And if you don't discuss it, and many things also left out, but still, at least something we can present. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpataru vasya pashindu bhavacha patitanam pavanebha vaishnavyo namo namaha. I know, but it's up to you. If anybody wants to go, you can go. If you have any question, I can answer your question. If anybody has something to do, they can leave.
I was just saying thank you for such a beautiful class, Prabhu. It was very thorough and very deep. When we talk about these anarthas which keep bobbing up, they keep coming up, and we try very hard to get rid of them. So due to our conditioning, they may keep still showing their face every now and then, though in a smaller form. So there's the concept of kut and bij. I'm just forgetting, how does the actual seed get burnt out? Is it through devotional service?
Yes. All that by observing different limbs of devotional service. All of them, Shravan, hearing, chanting, remembering, and any physical service. Yes, through devotional service. And the most effective one is hearing and chanting. Those are the most effective because they are the root cause that they will inspire us, or they give us the strength, or create interest within our consciousness for the physical devotional service.
Okay, so that will roast the seed, as they say, so
yes.
It won't come back up again. And Prabhuji, I was just trying in my own little insignificant way. When I read this canto earlier on,
this one?
Yeah, about Jambudweep and everything, it was quite overwhelming. So just yesterday I began to draw a picture, and I don't know what I mean, should we make an endeavor to understand this since it's in the Bhagavatam?
It's not very easy to understand, but we must make the endeavor. That's why he has written it. But that's why I gave this very particular point. Even you don't understand everything in this particular canto or chapters,
Yeah.
there's no harm. Because ultimately, these are all preparing us to get onto that point where we understand the actual meaning of devotional service, our eternal duty, our eternal responsibility to serve the Lord. That's the ultimate point to...
Yeah. Somehow I have a desire to understand this.
Yes, it does. That is very good desire. That is very good desire. And if you have the desire, Krishna will give you the strength. Krishna will give you the intelligence.
So I was wondering, Prabhu, is there any pictorial explanation of, the lotus within that, the whirl, and...
You see, there are many, all these Puranas, they are all interconnected. Some of the points from here, they are described in another Puranas. Like it is said, in Bhagavatam you won't find much about Radharani. But in Brahma Vaivarta Puran, there is a lot of description about Radharani's divine characteristics and her pastimes. So all these Puranas are actually, they are all in, and they are actually describing different things at different... So some of the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam is being described in some other Puranas. But in particular, I may not be able to give you all the names, but if you try, or if I can find, I will give you. But at this point, I don't remember them by heart. So they are there, yes, description, the explanations are there. And also, when you pray to Lord, He gives you the intelligence, and you can understand. And that's why, it is advised that when we are not able to grasp something, then we take shelter of Lord's and Lord's devotees. And that's why it is said, Dibbo Gyan Hrido Prakashito. By the mercy of and it happens. As we continue to perform sadhana, we'll see that something you don't understand today, you will understand after 2 years. Many things. Sometimes I memorize some sloka, which I like very much. I have I know little bit about Sanskrit, and Sanskrit has a lot of special, similarities with Bengali. Actually, Bengali language came from Sanskrit, and that's my mother tongue. So I understand many words or many things, but sometimes since I'm not that kind of scholar, many things I do not understand. But I like the mood of the sloka. So I just memorize them and continue to recite them. And gradually, I get the meaning. So it happens. So whenever when you are sincerely trying and praying to Lord, Krishna will reveal through the Vaishnavas, through spiritual master, and Himself, through Shastra. And many things you will see, you might have, or you will in the future, that many things clicks like that. That something I do not understand today, but at certain point, all of a sudden I get to understand. Maybe through some other explanation or somehow or other it comes. So that's how spiritual life, it grows, it improves, and you become advanced. So that's how it takes place. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Sri Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.